Hey guys, check out what I got. This mixer was given to me by my cousin. Yeah, okay, it's pink. But hey, I got me a stick of butter, a half a cup of sugar, and a half a cup of brown sugar, firmly packed. We're gonna mix that up, and we're gonna add some of those, and we're gonna make some cookies. I'm gonna put you guys right there. You should be able to see that. I don't know if you're gonna see what's in it, but let's see if this thing works. Never used one of these. I need a knife, because we got to cream that, and it's not. So we need to scrape down the sides here. Yeah, that might work. Should have melted the butter first. Oh well. Step 2 is egg and peanut butter. I think I want to put the peanut butter in first, because that's going to be the hard part. I got that. This is 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. And I got it in a Ziploc. We're going to kind of just squish it out of a corner here. I'm going to snip that. Just kind of squeeze it all out. Okay, this was a little harder than I thought it would be. I used to have this measuring cup. It was kind of like a syringe. That worked out really well. Because I used to make these all the time. Whenever the end of the month was around, I didn't have any munchies, snacks, or anything. Well, that's when I'd get my butt in the kitchen and experiment. Sometimes I had to feed my experiments to the dog next door, but that's when you learn, right? I'm sorry guys, I'm just meticulous. I like to get it all. I did kind of over measure it, so if I don't get it all, it's not that big a deal. Because I knew some of it would stick. That's just the properties of peanut butter. That's why if you gotta break into somebody's house and they got dogs, teeth occupied, and they won't be looking to bite you. All they're going to be worried about is unsticking their mouth, and how good that tastes. Not that I've ever done that, but I have fed dogs peanut butter balls. It's just basically peanut butter and flour. And make it all stuck up. Alright, I'm done messing with that. See what we can do. Well, that works out pretty good. Now we got to add the egg. I hate doing this. I'd rather do it in a separate container, if you want the truth of it. Why do we do it in a separate container? Because if you ever get a shell in it, it's kind of hard to get it out if it's in your mix. Whereas this way, if you need to, you can dump the whole thing and start over quite easily, right? No shells. All good. In it goes. I'd rather wash this dish than have to dump all that. Honestly. Right? Now we mix this up. Well, that works. See, it's nice and fluffy. I just scrape it off on the beaters. That's all I'm doing. Just scraping my knife. Now we add, I've got 1.25 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and it's supposed to have 1/4 teaspoon of salt, but I don't always use that. It's not necessary, the salt, but it does bring out the flavor. But it also raises the cholesterol unnecessarily. So let's get this going. Well, that worked out pretty good. That looks about right. Works for me. Alright. Let's get this up. Start cleaning these off. Now we're not going to be able to mess with this for like hours, because it's got to chill. I like to put it in the fridge for a little while. Then you can make them. Now you can take some wax paper, which I will probably do after it gets refrigerated for a while. And you can make like, you know those frozen cookie rolls you can buy at the store? Well, you can make that. All you gotta do is roll some up in some wax paper, seal it up really good, and then what I like to do is roll it in some tin foil, or stick it in a Ziploc as a roll, and then freeze it. When you want some, just pull it out, chunk them down, roll them up, and do your thing. And I want to see if my toaster oven will make these. If not, we'll go upstairs and use that one. But it'd be nice to see if the toaster can do it. I'm pretty sure it can. They only gotta cook for like 11 or 12 minutes. Yeah, this mixer is a lot like the mixer I had. It works on the same principle, except mine was a lot older. A lot older. Mine was my grandma's. And she passed away, my goodness. Oh, I can't even... Like right around 2012-ish, 2011, 2010, something like that. Now you can either transfer this to a different dish, or just put something over this one and stick it in the fridge. Me, I'm gonna have to transfer it now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll it up right away. I'm gonna need that. But I'm not gonna need that. Grab me some wax paper. And I think I'm gonna set this right there. Put this over here. Come on, work with me. Make me a roll about like that. That might just do it. We'll see. Now we just dump this. So that's what we look like here. It's like a dough. Well, 'cause it is a dough. You'll say, well, there's no yeast in it, so it can't be a dough. No, there's baking soda and baking powder. That'll make it rise. Just not like yeast does. That's like a heat-activated rise. That's why you don't need too much for peanut butter cookies, because, well, they don't have to rise too much. Oh, it already smells amazing. Alright, put that in the sink. I think we can put this, I'm going to leave it right there for a minute. Because what I got to do is this. Like this. Now I just want to roll it kind of into a log. Right? You see what we're getting there? Now when this gets cold, it'll be a lot stiffer and it'll stay put. That's why I say, you know, you can always freeze it first and then roll it out like a regular dough. So I think I got a little close to the edge. Alright, we're gonna, I don't really want to pick it up, but we do gotta move it. Let me shut that off so I don't move, because that was almost dangerous. Now you can even freeze it like that if you want. It don't matter how you do it. Up to you. Completely. Oops. Whoops. Well, this paper don't stay together. Very good call. That is totally good enough. Well, I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to wrap it again. Like so. Bingo, like so. Bingo, like so. Bring this up, like so. Tucky, tucky, tucky. Hello. Nice tight little log. And that can go right in the fridge. Alright, I had to move you. That's got to go to the sink to get washed. Which will happen very, very soon. You know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick it straight in the freezer. Right straight in the freezer. Like so. And in a couple of hours, I don't know, 3, 4, we'll pull that out and we'll see if we can bake up a couple. What do you think of that? And yeah, I'll bring you back and we'll try them out together. I mean, it's an experiment, right? I haven't made them in about 4 years, maybe 5. It's been a long time since I've baked, so forgive me. Grandma, forgive me. Anyway, I'll leave you with that for now, and I'll get back with you. Hey guys, I got my dough. Or not, probably. And it's much harder than it was. I had it in the freezer for a couple of hours. Got me some foil. And I got me a pan. And what I'm going to do is foil the pan. That sounds kind of good. I ain't never done this in a toaster oven, so this is a first. We're going to get us, if I can find it, a little bit of sugar. Some sugar. I'll show you why in a minute. Now we need some sort of a bowl and a knife. This one will do. Oh, and I need a fork. Cannot forget a fork. One fork. Fork it. Alright. sugar. Put that in there. Oh, come on. Not the biggest fan of this container. But it works. We don't need a lot. It's about like that. Don't need much. Especially when we're not doing too many cookies. I'm only going to do like half a dozen or a dozen. I don't know. It depends on how this goes. Well, it didn't get on there right. Come on now. No. You know, oh yeah, I want you. Yeah, not a big fan of this container. There it goes. Oh yeah, we'll put this back. And what we do, we have nice clean hands. And we just cut a bit. You know what? I think I'm gonna go from this side. Make a little ball. There's one ball. I don't know if you can see quite what I'm doing, but I think everybody knows how to make peanut butter cookies. I just cut a slice, make a ball. Kind of do it over the paper because sometimes it gets a little crumbly. But it's kind of like putty. And I want to space these, you know, quite a ways, depending on how big they are. I'll just make them about half an inch thick. 3/4 of an inch probably. I mean, I'm not measuring it. This one's a little bit thick. You want to kind of keep them uniform, because it'll affect your cooking time. Yeah, that's better. Much better. That one's a little big, but yeah, we can deal with it. So now I'll cut this next one a little bit thinner. And really, that's all there is to this. And then just bake it. However, you bake it at 350 for about 11 minutes or so. Yeah, see, that's even a little bit thick. What it'll do. Now, we squish, dip, squish, dip, and squish, dip, squish. That keeps your fork from sticking so much. Oops. Well, it don't always work. But whatever, right? Just gotta dip it more. So that was almost bad. You gotta stop doing that, really. Yeah, sometimes I yell at myself. Does anybody else do that? I don't know. Usually you have to preheat the oven. But I don't know about a toaster oven. Them things don't take nothing to preheat, because they're so small. that for like an extra minute. And just kind of keep an eye on them. Because they're going to touch each other a bit. But that's that. Now just stick it in the oven. Alright, let me get to the stove here and we'll see what happens. I'm going to leave you right there. I'm sorry about that, but we see what happens here. I can only get so close to it. Alright, we're going to put this in. We're going to set this to 350. We're going to turn this to bake. And we're going to turn this to about 12 minutes. That ought to do it. Oh, they smell amazing, people. And they're just about done. Yeah, the timer's just about up. I'm gonna let it go. Cause I mean, they're not burning. Not so as I can see. So I'm just gonna let them go, and then we're gonna taste one and see what happens, right? And you're gonna be right here with me as long as my camera holds out. I don't know how the battery's gonna go. Looks like we got enough. I don't know. I can't see it. Oh yeah, we got enough battery. Hard to see that. Just an itty bitty display. Little. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't trade that camera for nobody. I like that camera. It's small, compact, and it does the job. You see it. This is just about done. It's about to go ding. Oh, they're looking so good. They're puffing up just nice. That's what that baking soda and that baking powder will do. Makes them puff up a little bit. But you don't want to add too much. You know what I mean? Just a little bit goes a long way. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. They add way too much of that. Because it's only going to puff up so much, and then all you taste is baking soda. I don't know about y'all, but my taste buds can taste that. And it's not a pleasant taste. Yeah, these are going to be just fine. In fact, I think I'm going to reduce it a minute. And call them done, because dang, those are nice looking. I think I gotta do it this way. Not too bad, not too bad. Check it out, check it out. I can live with that. See, they were smooching. Oh, see, that's why you gotta let them cool. Because they're very, very soft. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't recall them being that soft. Coming out the oven. Yeah, that's hot. Yes, definitely hot. Now we'll leave them to cool for a bit. And we'll see what happens. I'll get back with you. Got a little burnt. on that side. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like the oven better. But hey, maybe it's just a matter of adjusting the heat, adjusting the time, things like that. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get back with you in a little bit. We're gonna let that cool and see what happens. Well, it's been a few minutes. And we're gonna taste one right now. Yeah. We're gonna taste this crumbly thing. Bottoms came out really nice. Oh, they're so good. Those are not gonna last long. I'll put the recipe down in the link, in the description. It's not a link, I'll just type it out. And all you have to do is copy and paste it to a notepad and go for it. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna eat them up. Oh man, I forgot how good that was. You can't buy that in the store. Give it a try. Peanut butter cookies my way.